Great, so within our toolkit we included lenses and mirrors to basically teach some of the basic concepts in optics, namely divergence, convergence, reflection, and refraction. So one of the most simple pieces we have is just a plain mirror, and this is to teach the concept of reflection, so that the degree at which you shine your laser gets reflected exactly at the perpendicular normal of the plane on the other side. Another piece we have is a more complicated assembly of the mirror that you just saw, and this is our triangular glass prism. What this does is, if you shine a laser in at a certain direction, it reflects off of this surface onto that and then back this way. And because this isn't your typical mirror, some of the laser goes through and does some interesting things, and so you can actually get multiple lights coming out of a single triangular prism. So moving on to the lenses, here we have a basic double-sided convex lens. And with this, when you shine two lasers through, they eventually converge at the focal point. With this two-sided diverging lens, we want to teach the concept of diffraction, which means that when we shine two lasers through here, instead of converging at the focal point, it diverges into separate directions. And then finally, this is just a single-sided converging lens. And this is really interesting. This is our four-sided glass prism, and what this does is that it teaches this really interesting concept of refraction, which means if you point the light at a certain angle, either parallel or perpendicular to the surface, and as you move through that, you can sort of see the degree at which the light enters that actually either goes in the glass prism or refracts off of the surface of the glass prism. Now that we've shown you the basic pieces of our toolkit, next we'll show you how it works. Alright, so here we've started our game in the free play mode with a couple of the pieces on the board already. And the way this works is the user can kind of just put the pieces in whatever configuration they want. And remember, the challenge is to begin with the laser and set up a configuration of one or more pieces so that the light will reflect and refract around and end up hitting the bullseye, which is right here. So this configuration I've already set up, and if we turn on the laser, I can see that it's actually hitting right in the bullseye. Alright, and so we can actually save that like this. And then it will take us back to, the program will take us back to the main menu, and after that we can click on the challenge mode, and it'll show us where to align the pieces in order to repeat that configuration. And you can, set it up so that it removes some of the pieces. We might have a complicated array of like 5 different pieces here, and the challenge mode you can selectively remove some of the pieces, and so people have to figure out how to get that exact configuration to work again. And that's our Optix toolkit.